Internet, hello.
I think I'll make it one color. One color is nice.
Alright, time to open these relic packs, just to see if I can get lucky. I got lucky. The first relic pack was the Axie relic.
Nice, we're gonna need a lot more of those.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I had two relics. I had the Axie and the Lith that is his basic drop.
Okay, C12 and A13. I have them pulled up.
Oh, another Lith C12. Oh, that's right. Some of these exist beforehand. They just edit one or two things in and out, don't they?
Yeah, they might edit in Sevagoth in place of Revenant, because Revenant and his stuff got vaulted today.
Rip the homie. Oh, there's the Neo that is Protea Prime chassis. Nautilus Prime blueprint on the Meso.
Where's my perp?
Oh, two of the Meso N17s.
What? They truly captured how cats work in the Kavat. When you go to pet them and everything. It makes me so happy.
Alright, well that was the Red Veil. Time to check Steel Meridian. I think I can only buy one. Yep. Saltra Hidden, Icarius.
What's your third faction if you have Red Veil and Steel Meridian?
There's an option to have third?
Yeah, you can have three.
Huh.
You have to balance them because some of them don't like each other. You can actually have, I think, up to 4 if you play it right.
Oh, do you mean like pledge to more than 2? Or
yeah, like you can pledge to you can pledge to 1 at a time, but you can earn rep and level up and have more than 1 at max rank at any given time. Like I have the Parent Sequence, New Loca, and Red Veil all max.
Well, you see, I'm not that smart, so let's see, can't you buy relic packs from Teshin?
You can. I think. Damn, that shit is vibrant. Can we, like, make it a little less vibrant? Nah, we'll just go vibrant. It's fine. It's gotta match the rest of the fit.
Curses, I am 2 steel lessons short of another relic pack. I could spend Aya on it, I think. Might be a waste, but eh.
Do you really want to spend Aya?
Well, considering I kind of fell out of Prime Resurgence hunting. What even is available right now?
Pretty sure Mesa and Limbo just got rotated
Mesa, Limbo, Ember, and Rhino.
Oh, Ember and Rhino are still in rotation?
Yep.
Nice. That explains why Rhino's set is so damn cheap right now. Rhino will always go up in price. Even if he gets unvaulted, once he's vaulted again, the demand for him will go up again. At one point in time, he was 500 plat a set.
I remember when that Resurgence event was coming around, and I heard several people say, it's a good idea to get Rhino Prime. He probably won't be back for like 3 years. Here's Rhino Prime again.
They very rarely bring back Rhino. It's usually Ember, Frost, Loki. Rhino being around is quite rare. I don't really like that effect.
Alright. So I have a few relics. Alright, so I have 3 relics that have Sevagoth parts. What was the other one? One relic that has the epitaph part. That's the lith. 2 relics that have the Nautilus. I think that's everything that's important.
Okay, okay. Alright. What color is this gonna...
There's Google.
What are you following? Okay, you are following my
Schmoogle!
wonder if it would be maybe in this... No, it needs more... Nope, that's too much red. Nope.
Google has left. I'm assuming Google is having troubles with connecting or
Possibly.
Nope, none of these colors are the right color. Wah.
Kitty, why no follow me no more? Hello, Google?
Hello, Larold.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Best member of the chat. How are you, my dearest friend?
I feel kind of left out here, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, shit. Hey, Rose, I didn't see you over there.
I was like,
Shortness
wait,
and
how am
shit.
I the best? How am I the best person in the chat?
No offense,
Well, so
but the small
Well,
kind of
I'm in the chat, which means I'll always be
everybody.
at the bottom and somebody will always be above me, so.
yeah, I'm throwing shade at Scorp. Fucking Rose just caught a stray. That's it. Accuracy by volume. Sometimes the innocent get popped too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I guess.
Guess I'm gonna have to go a little more orange than I want to go. That's too much orange!
It's never enough orange and purple.
So what's the requirements for going and farming Sevagoth?
We're gonna do disruption on Lua for Axie relics. I'm not sure about any
Unless
of the
we
other
want to try the luck and just open the one Axie that I got.
Have you guys done the Lotus Eaters?
No.
No.
Cool. So I don't have to do that.
I literally just logged on. And
Shamtastic.
may or may not have dumped a paycheck into this game because I love Liger, so...
Oh my god.
I am still super far behind.
You know, I generally wonder the artists, because obviously they design the character and they get into a lot of stuff. Are they paid by commission in like
Liger
in the
works for DE.
No, that's what I mean. Are they paid by commission?
I don't know. I don't work for
because
DE.
it would be an interesting occasion of Prime Pack comes out, you designed it, and you get, even if it was like 5% of every Access Prime Pack that was bought. Like, how much are they? They're like $90, aren't they?
Complete access is 140.
Accessories is 50.
Yeah, so the other one should be like
right?
90 or so.
So yeah, looking at that, 90-ish, 110, like hell, even if we just say the full, if it was just 10%, that would be $10, or no, $15 for everything, and then multiply that by a few 100,000 people.
Yeah, I don't think they get bonuses based on purchase, but...
And there's no way it would be 10%.
If they did get bonus, it would be small, with the size of the player base and whatnot.
It would be closer to 0.1%.
Even still.
And like, to be fair, I'm not talking shit. I have some experience in that area. It is infinitesimal. And it only gets smaller as the player base gets bigger.
I mean, I always think of that, and I think back to, what was his name? Alec Guinness, the original Obi-Wan Kenobi. He was paid in, like, I forget what the number was, but it was like 5 or 10% ownership of Star Wars, and he didn't like it because he that's not how actors at the time were usually paid. But then Star Wars happened.
He made out like a bandit. Fuck yeah, man. How could you be grumpy over that?
And then hearing at the same conversation, I think it was from the Unsub podcast, they talked about the absolute blunder that Matt Damon had, because at one point he was given an option of like 15% of Avatar.
Yeah, which, I mean, until recently was the highest grossing film of all time, beating out Titanic.
Mm-hmm. I still don't really understand why that was so much of an explosive to the box office.
I can't.
What,
find
Avatar
it.
or Titanic?
Titanic. I mean, it's a fucking
Okay,
boat.
so it's at the time. I think I'm the only one old enough to know this. Fuck y'all. At the time, it was a pretty big deal culturally, right? So the Titanic had been recent enough that everybody more or less knew about it, and there were moving exhibits across the country. I even have a coin from one my mom took me to up near Lake Erie, where there were actual chunks of the Titanic that would go around, and there'd be this whole museum experience around it, and the experience of being on the Titanic, the stories from the people who survived, firsthand accounts like journals from those who died, and all sorts of shit. Like, it was a cultural movement around that boat during the time. And then like a year later, the fucking movie came out.
Meanwhile,
and then it
it's
just
like, where's my
reignited.
cultural appropriation for the USS Arizona and the Edmund Fitzgerald?
And you can take the bad Scottish song and keep it. But I mean, Arizona, yeah.
What a badass Arizona is. Ain't the Arizona still in the harbor?
Yep. It's
Yes.
still
It
down
will
there.
never move until it disintegrates. Neither will the
Can we
bodies.
talk
That is
about
a
the
that is a
USS
tomb.
Texas, though?
You mean the gangster
Gangster
lean
lean?
that bombed?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What a perfect.
man.
I'm so glad it was Texas too, because there's nowhere else.
If it was like the USS Rhode Island, it would just not sound right.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right. But having it be the USS Texas is like the best thing that could have happened.
I am just super fucking tickled pink that Scorp and I both went, oh, gangster lean at the same time.
Correct me if I'm wrong as well. Google, isn't it most like aircraft carriers are named after the presidents or otherwise?
For the most part, that was the plan at the beginning, but it has split from that because we have 11 carriers or 11 super carriers. I forget which. But we're running out of good presidents.
That's fair.
Like, I'm not saying we're getting into the bad ones, but we're definitely going like that. What was his fucking name? You know, we're at that point in the barrel.
Yeah, I imagine the USS Calvin Coolidge would be a weird one.
Dude, Coolidge was a great president. Shut your dirty
Well,
whore
no, he
mouth.
was a great president, but it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Hi.
Hey, Grim.
Coolidge, cool. I mean,
Keep
if
in
you've
mind,
ever
this is like the
seen-
same thing in Black Ops 2. It was just far enough from the future that it had the USS Barack Obama.
oh my god, fuck now. If you've ever seen a supercarrier underway from the front, it looks like a cool edge cutting through the fucking ocean. The displacement on that thing is insane. It's a fucking city.
I think
Okay, with an
recall
airport.
the thought of, after looking at aircraft carriers head-on, like, they seem top-heavy.
Oh, they are. They are stupid fucking top heavy, but what you don't see is under the water. There's a bulbous section. So it's not like you are literally skimming across the ocean surface on a knife edge. It just looks like that from what you can see above the water. And that's not even all of them. But look up pictures of an aircraft carrier, because you may not be able to get a super carrier, an aircraft carrier in dry dock. That'll give you an idea of the shape of the motherfuckers. And to be fair, the ones that even are like pointy at the bottom, the sheer displacement and the force of the ocean trying to push it out of the water keeps it pretty fucking upright. Like, these motherfuckers can tank hurricanes.
Oh, yeah, how about that?
Knowing what I do about hurricanes, tanking a hurricane is pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
That's why Pacific Rim had the
Florida
greatest
man.
analogy of Jaeger's power. It's like, you could fight a hurricane. Just like, goddamn.
Graham, what'd you say?
I said it's basically the Florida man with the hurricane, with the American flag and the fan.
Yeah, I think
You
of that
know,
GIF daily.
I think about the plastic lawn chair that was sitting in the yard and not moving.
I think about waging war against the ATF and all three-letter agencies, one massive explosive at a time, daily.
In a mailbox?
Just me?
I'm
No,
not
massive
into-
explosive. So I mean, like,
Your three-letter agencies are good, like, you know, the FDA.
did
It
you
makes it
hang on,
ends up
hang on?
prison.
Before anybody says anything, I want to make sure I understood Grim right. Did you say what about the three-letter agencies that are good, like the FBI?
She said FDA.
DA.
The FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. No, those motherfuckers can get it too.
Yeah, the FDA isn't really all
And the
that
FBI
good.
killed MLK.
Yes, they
The
did.
FDA
That's for a
killed
lot of
MLK. Is that what you said?
FBI. FBI.
Okay, fair, fair. I was like,
Why
the FDA killed MLK. That rhymes. Why haven't I seen that on a poster?
They killed him with diabetes? No.
Diabetes. Wilfred Brimley. Pour one out for my homies.
As
Kitty?
I
Oh, hey,
was
we're
saying,
live, aren't we?
Yep.
Kitty? Why you go back
For,
to the ship?
For you know, legal reasons.
For the legal reasons, all that
joke
bit
was-
about blowing up the ATF from my friend Google was a joke.
that stuff about mixing ammonium powder into thermite and then putting it in a box truck full of diesel and fertilizer was 100% a joke. Just saying.
That wouldn't work.
I like pancakes.
The mixture of that is already too toxic to even make it out there.
One of that.
That sounds like a mixture that could burn its way through roof truck.
So that's how you make mayo, right?
Burned to the core of the earth.
Diesel fertilizer. That's what he used. So thermite. Or not thermite. I said thermite, didn't I? I meant tannerite. Tannerite is a two-part compound for the most part. You have the compound that's in a jar, and then you have a little packet of a catalyst of sorts. The most common one, because it's cheap, is an ammonia.
Oh
Aluminum
shit,
powder.
it's almost reset. I need to go get the thing before my rep resets.
Forma.
Ah!
Go get it. Go get it.
Also, Nightwave
please
ends
help me
in
not
12
attack
days.
the TV. Come here.
Nightwave ends in 12 minutes.
12
Days.
days.
Hey,
Oh,
Google,
cool.
your ear's good today.
Fuck you.
He's got the best
Dude, if the
ears.
FBI didn't get MLK, the FDA would have. You mark my words.
So wait, they're
Fried
actually
chicken is
changing
the devil.
Nightwave relatively soon?
Yeah,
Yes.
the mix is ending. And it probably will rotate after that. I don't know if it will rotate immediately, but it will soon after. So get your rewards while you can.
Fuck, I was only 5
Get
ranks
those-
in this time. I finished last.
I've been trying
Nightwave.
I've been trying to grind it because I want an Umbral Forma.
Yeah,
But
I
I
need to
don't
get
know.
to 29.
I don't think
Where are
I'm
you
gonna
at?
get that way. I
Ow!
don't know. Let me
You
look in a
stupid
moment.
I'm 14.
stick.
30 what? 32,500. No, can't do that. Nope. 32,000. Can't do that. Nope. 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 No. There we go. 31,500.
Now watch. My luck for getting the high rarities when I want the low rarities is not going to translate here, and I'm just going to get all the low rarities.
Oh, so wait, you said we were doing disruption. Axie disruption?
Yeah, we're doing disruption on Lua, which if we defend at least 2 conduits after wave 4 is a guaranteed chance for an Axie relic that we need.
I can bring, I think it's Garuda.
Which again, I
I-
suggest we play the odds and roll my 1 relic that I have and just hope.
We can, dude, we can stack some relics and just, you know.
That's
go
the
for
thing.
it,
There's
why
only
not?
1 Axie needed.
What the
I
hell
managed
am
to
I
get one out of the relic packs I just burned.
getting from this?
Okay. 1 relic needed. What do you mean? Like
If
1
one
relic
of us-
gives you
if-
built
if-
Sevagoth? Oh,
No, if one of us gets it
yeah.
when we're all in a squad. Why am I not
Sevagoth
seeing the thing that
Prime?
I?
Yep, Sevagoth.
Oh, this.
All right, so my Garuda is squishy, but my Garuda can slow down everything.
Oh shit, Sevagoth has 2 common drops. The Lith and the Meso
So-
are both commons.
You're fucking common.
I know.
Any hoodles.
No, he's not. He spells his name with a K.
Like Connor Kenway.
You know, it's kind of funny. I forget if Google was one of them, but I swear that I'm the only one of my spelling that I've ever met. And every time I say that, there's always somebody that's like, I've met another one like you. It's like, show.
I got a Neo A13 Sevagoth Prime blueprint.
Nice.
I'll open up my relic packs in a moment.
I got a Meso A7 Sevagoth Neuroptics.
That's a common. Nice.
You're a common.
I know,
We
we
just
just
went
went
through
over
this,
this.
man.
I'm white.
Oh, so you claim it today?
No.
He's
I'm Kamala Harris.
He's not brown today. You're Kamala Harris. Oh, we are streaming. Oh, hey, I got an Axie S17 Sevagoth. Fuck you,
Personally,
Scorp.
I don't freaking care.
And a Meso A7 Sevagoth Neuroptics.
Damn, you're actually getting far luckier. Then again, I only had 4. Wait, no. 5.
I've only opened 4 so far. Well, here's 5. Sevagoth Prime Systems.
You know, I
Yeah.
felt
Yeah,
so
so I got
happy
5
when
out
the
of 5.
first relic opened and I got the Axie S17. Which, it's annoying
I got
too.
one of those.
I remember having a stockpile of them, but then we were going for something in an Axie thing, and I just needed to go through Axies to get the reward. And now I got nada. I could have had
Well-
some that just transitioned over.
I should probably bring, like, something. Okay, 132k on 2 factions. We're gonna get 6 relic pack each. Let's see what happens. Got Nautilus Prime relic.
Oh man, did I spend all my fucking steel essence? Steel essence.
Here, I'll
I
take
got
us to a
Sevagoth
fucking...
Prime System
Hold
relic.
up. Don't take us anywhere yet. No, I have 229. Okay. So I can get almost a week's worth of relics.
Heading to Strata.
No.
No.
Is it?
Alright, I have
Hmm.
6 Sevagoth relics currently.
Alright, Nautilus Prime.
2
relic.
uncommon, 2 common, 3 common. Alright, so 1 rare, 2 uncommon, 3 common.
Am I joining you guys or no?
Yeah, I asked you to be here. Unless.
I was
I believe
never sent
Grim
an
is
invite,
Cult of the Lambing.
so
Okay.
I am Cult of the Lambing, but I can be on Warframe if you need.
I believe
we have
Larold makes
1
her
extra.
4.
Well, I am
Laurel
about
does
to.
make
I
our
just need to
4.
get this last the
Take it,
cult
Scorp.
member acclimated, and I'll be on. So
Well, we have 4 is the thing. We're just trying to count because apparently none of us know how to, except Grim. Grim went to college.
Google went to college too, he just didn't finish. You went to college too, what the fuck are you talking about, chick?
I didn't finish. I dropped
Oh.
out of college. I had like A's and B's, but that shit was not for me. But I did go to college.
oh, you're getting.
I started at 15 and then I left at 19 because I got injured and couldn't play college football anymore. And then got too depressed to continue.
You could have been Senator
like,
Armstrong.
Alright, I need more than that.
It's a Metal Gear Solid reference. Or one of the Metal
That's
Gears.
why I don't know it. Take us away to Tishin
I
Fuckstick.
think it's solid.
Punchkin.
He's the Nanomachine son guy. I don't know if you get that meme reference, but...
Nanomachines, son.
Every time I call Bailey son, she looks at me confused and says, I'm your daughter. Yeah. She doesn't get it. She's adapted to being called dude.
I was about to
But,
say, you
you
called
know.
your daughter dude and she understood that, but you call her son and she doesn't know that.
I call her bruh too. Like,
Bruh is available for anyone who can be heard.
how I feel about dude. Hey Tishin, fuckstick. No, I'm not doing conclave. Eat a dick. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, gotta buy my weekly ribbon cipher. Man, I'm gonna have to farm out more steel essence.
Yeah, I was...
I can only get
Too short.
13 relic packs.
What's my Nautilus?
Nothing out of that one.
Vanity Blessing.
Sevagoth Prime Systems.
None of this really matters, but I am late. What do you mean I can't put it on? But you stupid! You stupid!
Oh, Epitaph Prime Barrel. You know, I've only been looking for Sevagoth. I haven't even looked for the
Trust me, I did that in
weapons
post.
or the fucking doohickey.
I checked for Nautilus and Epitaph afterwards. I think I have one of each.
Okay. You are a stingy bitch. Has anybody ever told you that, Peshin?
Where in Jesus is not
Sevagoth
with
Prime
us today?
Blueprint. Sevagoth Prime Neuroptics. Okay, apparently I just got to talk some shit. Listen here, toilet bowl head. Give me some Sevagoth parts before I fucking use you like a toilet. Yep, there it is. I just got to talk shit. Yes. I just got to talk shit. Check that out. Woo! Okay. Leaf Strata Relay. I got like 5 out of 13. Or 4 out of 13. Oh, hey. Daily reset. 542.
Cryotic gimmick.
Math hard. Ew.
No, it was that or various
no
other
way-
resources that I had in multiple droves of.
Okay. So now I've got 10 relics. 3 are uncommon, 1's rare, the other 6 are common. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the rares.
Oh, that's right. I should have a stockpile of void traces right now.
Yeah, I was maxed out. I spent the full 100 for the rare, even though I know it's only a 4% difference.
I mean, hey, a percent.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the ones that are uncommon, I put it at 3 out of 4. So that's
Alright.
about as good as it fucking gets, you know.
I have. Oh shit! I should have started up a Warframe. Let me. Well, I'm thinking about it. I have 4 relics for his systems and 2 for his.
I shall be back.
I've got 6 for Nautilus Prime, 2 Cerebrum, 4 Blueprint. All of them are rare.
I have nothing else though. Like I only have systems and neuroptics. That's what I got from my polls.
Velox Prime. Do I have you mastered? No, I don't. Bitch. Oh, it's crafted. Why the fuck is it crafted and I haven't mastered it? Scorp, what'd you do to my shit?
Nothing.
I don't believe you. I don't think your chat believes you either.
There is no chat.
Aren't you streaming?
I am, but there's no one.
Hey,
not
Scorp's
currently.
on my
I gotta fix
recommended
that.
feed. Scorp, you're on my recommended feed. YouTube's doing some.
Yee!
Oh shit. What's the gun? Scorp for Sevagoth and
Epitaph.
Nautilus? Epitaph. EPTI.
Epipith.
What?
Okay. I've got 4 uncommon Epitaph barrels, 1 common Epitaph blueprint. The blueprint is an Axie.
When the fuck did I make Paragale?
Alright, Velox. Where the fuck are you?
I'm back.
Where did this guy?
What?
Oh,
I was-
right. There was the
Yeah.
fucking, what's his
Okay.
name? Void Trader thing.
Borrow.
Barocatera.
That's where this weapon, the Gotva Prime, came from.
Yes, it originally came from TennoCon 2021. And then it rotated into a stock.
Speaking of 2020, I feel like Larry was Mandela affecting me the other day. I know Larry does
I
his
saw
research.
something
which-
about it, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, I know Larry does his research, and he usually has good sources for his information. But I visibly remember visiting Canada and using the Arrive Canada app every time I flew. And every time I flew was before the date he says it was made.
You know, so here's the thing.
And I even posted
I-
in the fact that hey, it came out and was came out on
That's why
this
I
day
feel
in
like I'm being
2020.
Mandela affected. It's like the C in Chick-fil-A, the cornucopia on Fruit of the Loom.
Dude,
Fruit of
I
the Loom
probably still
had
have.
a cornucopia.
I know. I
swear to
saw it
God.
myself. It
They
did.
They did. Someone proved that they did and everything. Someone went back through all their logos, found old clothing as well that showed that it had a cornucopia.
I bet I could go through my dad's old clothes and find several pieces of evidence. But yeah, about Chick-fil-A being Chic-fil-A because it didn't have a K for a time.
It didn't?
Yeah.
Eh.
Some people around, when it was fairly newer, some of my friends joked it was Chic-fil-A because it didn't have a K.
Strange question for you guys.
Is there gonna answer?
Do any of you have this mod that I just chat linked?
Oop.
I have no idea. Art Coley. Oh, that sounds familiar. Yes, I have two.
Oh, fantastic. Can I has one?
Yes, I don't know why I have two.
I will.
Grim, you already made a copy of my Diriga, didn't you? Grim?
I did.
All right, cool. So then it's all yours. Most mods that I only have two copies of, chances are I have two copies because one's for her.
Negative
Fair
on the
enough.
coil.
That's
I've
fine.
got it.
Google has one. I will join you.
Yeah,
in a
you know why, Scorp?
I gotta
I
go
don't
see
suck.
Biz. I gotta
Oh,
go
well, shit.
see Biz.
Scorp is sending us to the clan hall.
After
That's okay,
you
I'll
set
meet
the
you guys
course,
there.
sir.
Dude, I'm just here for the barbecue. You're the one that took me to the Pointy Hat rally.
Well, where's the fucking meat?
You really want me to answer?
That was said with knowledge.
I mean, he's got the meat for you.
Are you Arby's?
That is true.
Wait,
I'm having memories of Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay pop to my head.
is it not from Biz? Is it from Tisanai?
I-
It might be from Tisanai. But why would it be that? Oh, fuck. You know what? It might have been from Legs. Oh, Daily.
Well, shit, I might have to buy some platinum.
Mr. Ginge. Who the fuck is Mr. Oh, Laryl. Hi.
That's Laryl.
Hi.
That's Laryl. That is Laryl.
Hi.
Yep. I just sent you a friend request. I don't like
Who
strangers.
the fuck is Laryl?
I love that. Who the fuck is Mr. Oh, Laryl.
Yep.
Harold's just
The
sitting
G
there
and
minding his
Ginge happened
own
before he
business.
realized it.
Sorry, guys. I'll
Well-
be there in a moment.
I'm playing
Brain
with
clickings.
Nugget.
Now Silas is going to have a fun set of nicknames.
Don't say his name. Apparently he's Beetlejuice. If we say his name, he appears.
Silas.
Uh,
Come forth so I can call you the little Ginge, the baby
Hold
Ginge,
on.
the
Hold
Mingy
on.
Ginge.
Hold on. It's not Silas. It's bitch face, bitch face, bitch face.
Don't call my ex-wife here. That is legit what my mom calls
Oh,
her.
it's from Sun.
Insert moment yesterday where we were discussing a moment from 2 days earlier where me and Rose were hanging out and suddenly we heard a large crunch of chips being eaten. And literally
large
as
is
Rose
an
was
understatement.
as Rose was discussing the absolute astounding volume of these chips, next thing you know, bing, Silas.
Yes, yesterday I was explaining about how fucking loud Silas chomping on chips was. I don't know what they're doing to Jimmy John's jalapeno chips, but it sounded like he took the entire chip aisle and crushed it all at once.
It was like his mouth was a hydraulic press.
It's called the person is chewing with their mouth open or with the mic in their mouth.
Yarp.
Also, it's Silas who seems to have the worst settings on his mic, so it's constantly picking up everything.
Double yarp.
So if I buy platinum, I get 50% bonus platinum.
That's not too bad.
Ken has gift? No, I'm
Insufficient
kidding. Keep your plat.
standing. God. Hold on.
I'm buying the $50 plat pack and getting an extra 500.
Okay,
Is the
good. I
bait.
have 670 mother tokens. Plenty to throw at you guys. Alright.
Rose, if you're going after Art Coil, you can just come join us. I'll trade you one.
Yeah,
You don't have
I
to burn
know.
your shit.
Oh, I'm not burning my shit for Arc Coil. I was trying to find Duplex Bond, but Tease and I didn't have it. Legs didn't have
Word
it.
of fucking God,
This
stop
didn't
eating
have
my
it.
wires.
It was Sun.
All right. I'm actually going to have
Duplex
to bounce
Bond.
off Warframe because my computer decided to be stupid and run the game through my integrated graphics instead of my graphics card again.
Oops.
Again?
Isn't that something you can adjust in game?
No.
Alright, I'm here.
All right, well, I'll see you in a minute. Now that we're friends, do you accept my friend request?
I did. I have to let
Okay.
my computer cool down. So I gotta.
That again. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's that kind of BS. I'm.
Fuck are you?
Why?
All right. I do not have
Why
Duplex
Warframe?
Bond.
Why?
I already have it. It's fine. I was just looking for it. Which vendor had it?
I'm happy to be a body temporarily.
Yeah, you can come, Grim.
It's gonna be like 30 to an hour until my computer cools down again.
Google.
Sweep this
You
loud real
can
quick.
have a fish.
A fish?
I do have fish, but I will take that fish. That is a pretty fishy.
Yeah, it's shiny fishy.
I already
Yes.
forgot his name. I was just gonna say, do you have that friend that Silas loves that I call Fishman?
Fish.
No, I have good friends. Like Rose.
Oh, thank you.
Crap, I completely
Yeah.
forgot the name.
Was
Whatever.
it
It's the fish
Connor?
frame anyway.
Because I'd like to forget that one.
Fish frame. Hydroid.
No, the one that looks like a
Urelli.
fish.
The
That
one
Silas
that
loves. That he constantly says is a snake, but it's a
Lavos?
fish. Yeah, Lavos. That's it.
Lavos. Okay, hang on, because I've got to look at something. LAV.
It's not. He doesn't look like a fish.
I mean, I never really looked
I
at him in
mean-
person. I always looked at him from his like character page, which I didn't see anything serpentine from that picture.
He has
Yeah, no.
snakes on his arms.
I'm staring at the standard Lavos, and there is what appears to be like a constrictor or a python running around him. One per arm / torso. But
Okay.
yeah, he's got two snakes. They run around his body and then they like rest on his forearms.
Keep in mind, though, if it was reversed, if he was a living lump of coral and there was electric or just sea eels in him, would we call him Eel Man or would we call him Coral Man?
I'd call him Elon Musk.
Probably
All right, get
Coral
out.
Man. Ride around.
You have no power
He
here.
does dad jokes. Why do you have to give him fodder?
Well, because I was honestly expecting when I said coral, as opposed to him to go, coral, that kills people.
No, I was gonna go Coral from fucking Walking Dead, but you know,
Coral.
we can't all be winners.
Critical delay.
All right. So
Aptitude.
real quick, politicals.
We are streaming.
I don't care. Go for it.
All right, hit it. Send it.
Abolish
for a
the
while
IRS.
now,
Yeah.
I've been like the right wing outlets that I watch and everything. Russell Brand, Stephen Crowder, Ron Yates, liberal hive mind. Their videos have been like weirdly slow. Like streams have been like weird and kind of like janky. They've all been being DDoSed.
Interesting. I haven't watched Crowder since like summer before last. Since the shit with his
Yeah,
ex-wife and stuff started and went public, I haven't watched him since then.
Yeah,
It's not that it's a boycott or anything on my part. I used to be a member of Mug Club. I've got the cup somewhere. You know, it's just something didn't sit right with me since then. So he's been getting DDoS. Russell Brand, I'm not surprised because, I mean, come on now. But all of them are getting attacked?
Yeah.
I mean, Crowder, you kind of expect it at least like once a month, you know?
Yep. But like
But-
all these, they're like trying to stop them from being able to speak out and tell the truth.
Well, I mean, on that list, the only one I can understand being hit is Russell Brand because he used to be one of the other side, if not moderate, and now I wouldn't say he's right wing, but he is kind of going that way. I'd still say he's moderate, but he does parrot talking points that you can't find in normal media. So, like, what the fuck are we doing on Mars?
It's a Fisher.
Oh, I thought we were doing.
I thought we were popping relics because Scorp is like, why don't we just try the ones we got? Why don't we just try the ones
I
we
said
got?
the one axis, so we don't have to go and do fucking what's it called, disruption,
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
just to try.
just
Okay, well.
yeah, I've got some axes. Let me just like I'm just not bringing Garuda to do relic popping. You know what I mean? So let me grab Revenant. If you want to pop in an Omni or an Axie or something, whatever we got,
I don't have any Sevagoth relics, so I'm just gonna throw in. Let's see. Do I have a Nautilus relic? Nope. I've got a random relic then.
I've upgraded all my Sevagoth ones.
All right, I've got some random shit. So.
All right, so this is specifically Axie. SEV. All right, I have one Sevagoth Axie.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally did the
S17.
wrong one, but I have surplus void traces, so I did A17, not S17.
So we got two S17s in the mix for this one?
I think so. Yes.
All right.
I have none.
Hopefully we get lucky.
But again, if the first descendant was any sort of inkling, I don't have the luck when I need it.
Dude, how long for eyes?
63?
Yeah. So, like, first descendant doesn't really
Well,
fucking...
to compare it to Warframe, let me put it this way. Most of the amorphous materials, a good majority of them have the gold drop being the Orkin reactor type consumable.
Yep.
Which is super needed, but right now isn't that needed, especially since its resource requirements are a bit hefty in comparison. I have a stockpile of at least a half a dozen of these things. Because in times that I either needed the silver drop or the common drop, I have been getting all of the gold drops.
Gotcha.
Even earlier today, I was literally just cracking 3 Descendant relics and fucking
Sitting on the ground.
Rare drop.
Nice.
Not nice.
I mean, rare drop, you got it.
I have more than I
not
can
what you're
spend,
after.
and I'm not going to be able to make use of them before long. Because there are characters that I just generally won't reactor.
Well, if they're going to come out with more characters,
It's
good to have the stockpile. I don't know. Like, I've got pretty much every frame, or had at one point every frame. So mastered all except for Sevagoth. And I've still got like 4 or 5 reactors. I'd still burn those motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeep.
Grim got lost. Dog.
Fuck y'all.
Bam.
I'm gonna take the Bratton Prime.
That's actually the last piece of the Bratton Prime I need. Nice.
There's 3 fucking Bratton Primes.
I just noticed that. I saw there was at
The
least
only
two.
thing we're missing was the fucking barrel, man.
It's there.
I
If that
love
forma had been a barrel, we would have had a full fucking Bratton sitting there.
With our powers combined, we
Ah.
could be a very basic prime.
Balls.
That was a shitty Voltron side
Absolute.
movie.
Fucking balls.
The cord is friend, not food.
Balls.
That was Voltron if he was an amputee just then.
No, the cord is friend, not food. But I will cuddle you because you're
Alright, so
cute.
Sevagoth. If there's an endless Neo, I've got 3 of those for Sevagoth Blueprint.
I just have the 2 lits, so I will be just casual.
There
I've,
might be an
I-
endless Omni we can try for different pieces.
well, if you want to do an endless Omni, I have a total of 9 relics. 3 of which are uncommon, the other 6 are fucking commons that are Lith, Meso, and Neo. So I got the full gamut other than Axie. I don't know what everybody else wants to do. But, I mean, I know we need the Axie, but it would, like, as far as I'm concerned, we could target farm at least.
Yeah.
SanDisk is releasing micro SD cards that are Pokemon themed.
I fucking need them. Can I have a link?
I posted it in gaming.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Graham,
Really?
Graham, I
1
called dibs on
terabyte is
Pikachu.
Snorlax.
Oh? Oh, so they come in different sizes too. Okay.
Yep.
Is there like a 20 that's
Yeah.
whale
Oh,
board?
oh,
Pikachu is 256 gigabytes. Gengar is 512 gigabytes.
man,
I need
why'd
the
they have to
Gengar
make
one.
Pikachu the small one?
Because he's small.
We should
I mean, but
we should have done Joltik for the smallest.
I want the 1 terabyte. You know what I mean? But I also want Pikachu.
They should have done like Joltik and then like a medium-sized electric Pokemon, and then made the largest one Electivire or Ampharos.
Well, then people would complain that you didn't do like 1 electric Pokemon's evolution between small, medium, large.
Let's
Magnemite
see. We could
series.
do a.
I feel like Electabuzz should have been
What
the 1 terabyte if they're doing the if they were doing all electric types.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. What's up,
Okay.
Rose?
Electabuzz is a tank.
Should we target farm a Meso relic, a Neo relic, or a Lith relic?
I would rather knock out the Neo. But, I mean, it's up to everybody.
I don't have a vote because I don't have a preference.
I don't have a vote because I'm not playing. Because
I mean, when
computer
we-
is big mad.
When we do the Lith, Scorp and I are going to be doubling up.
No, Larry, you gotta
And
remember,
that's really
it's,
just
I don't
2
have a vote
runs.
because I'm a ginger.
I thought it was I don't have. Well, never mind. Never mind. That's too mean for Laurel.
That's true. That's true.
We'll do a defense Fisher for Neo.
Roger, Roger.
You got me there.
I have no Neo Sevagoth relics, but I have a shit ton of Neo relics, so that's what we're doing.
Google half relic.
I can level my stuff.
You're casually messing
Sebby.
about in a random talk yesterday, and I made a dishwasher joke.
Yeah, you missed
You
the
know-
dishwasher joke, and I said it was based. Because it is. Put me back in the kitchen, please.
I forget the full context, but it's basically...
Rose,
oh.
can you cancel this?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I can cancel this.
For some reason, the discussion got
Oh,
to
no, I
washing
can't.
clothes
I'm
in the
not
bathroom.
Okay,
Who's
that's
host?
fine. That's fine. Don't sweat it. I'm host. I can come do it this way. I saw something that I thought I saw, but I didn't see.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and max out these 3 rare Sevagoths I have. Because it's a sizable difference according to the what you call it. Like it looks like a far bigger chance to get the silver reward. if I make it radiant. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm poor now. Please select my items.
So, crap. I lost the thought. No, it's back. The conversation at some point had gotten to actually using laundry boards and washing clothes in like a board. And at some point it descended to washing clothes in the bathroom. And
Okay.
somehow it got into a combination of you could do it in the sink, but that's where dishes, or that's for dishes in the dishwasher. And I just followed with, you mean women? Sarcastically, of course.
And then that's when I said based.
Yeah, Rose just went based.
Of course you meant it
Oh, now it's my time to
sarcastically.
do something. Yep, that's okay. There we
And
go.
I referred to one of those things. I forget if it was a Herrera gun meme review or just a general meme that was going about, but it was about that anti-gun like newscasts of people like disabling firearms by cutting them in half. But they just cut
Yeah.
the barrel excessively short, but the receiver and action all still works. So they were accidentally based by making an NFA item.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. Ooh, buddy, was that a... That indeed was one of the things of all time. Yeah, the felonies created in that fucking video, man.
Because yeah, with a recreational like hunting rifle, what's the smallest you can get? Isn't it like
22?
16? Oh, no, not caliber. I mean
Oh.
barrel. Isn't it like 16 inches?
I believe. 16 or 14.
We did.
Tee.
Bring in the ship so I can melt it. Nah, no ship.
Google, the ship's here.
Shippy! Thank you.
I saw the ship and just targeted that.
That's right, I still got numbers when I got there.
I was just shooting to shoot. I don't even know if I killed it.
Oh, you can't kill the ship, but Torrid can kill everything inside it.
You know what I should have done? I should have brought speed though. That's what I should have done.
Oh god, that would have been so great.
I'm such a fool. I got lost in the sauce.
Yeah, my mind just had a flurry of connections. I was just gonna mention just target the corrupted ones. They're the ones we need. And I thought about
Yes.
a clip out of a War Thunder clip where just in the heat of battle, just calling out things. Somebody calls out, it's just shoot that tank. It's disabled, and he goes, "That's ableist."
You know... What was that you posted about fucking
Wheelchairs in Rainbow Six Siege,
has a wheelie op? Like... That shit's just mean.
See, I don't know if that's the actual character, but supposedly, from what I saw, because it was a leak, but from what I saw, it looked like a guy in a wheelchair that just had a fucking gaming setup controlling a combat drone. Which, to that extent, why does it have to be a guy in a wheelchair? Because I feel like any military on the planet, if they could have a UAV soldier just put a man on it, it wouldn't matter if the guy was in the wheelchair. They'd just have as many people like remote controlling combat drones as possible.
They do. Yeah. Like, yeah. You can get waivers for shit like that. Like, certain issues.
In the military, you can get a waiver for anything.
No, you can't. You cannot get a waiver if you're wheelchair bound. Unless fucking the military starts putting together Special Olympics teams.
I still
At
love
which
that,
point you go to WCAP at it.
I just love that Russian badger meme. I was like, dude, you got no eyeballs, want to fly an F-15? Just get a waiver.
I can't say I'm familiar.
Would you like to hear cute?
Oh, is Hazel
No.
making noise?
Hazel is brushing herself with her brush.
Oh.
I would like to see a cute.
I have to wait for her to get
So if we get the Sevagoth part, we're bailing.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Google needs void traces. Please take the barrel. Unless you need something else.
I will give you barrel.
Thank you.
I just realized 2 of those parts on screen I was currently holding in complete fashion.
Yeah. I put 100 void traces into this bitch and it gave me a fucking common drop.
Trust me, as much as it's negligible, there is a booster to drop chances on first
Oh
ascendant.
no,
The
there's
relic.
a relic.
What?
What the shit? Alright, so are we staying or are we
Grim,
going?
if I get one, you can have mine.
Scorp, what happened with yours?
I had one.
I saw one for Scorp.
Yeah, I see mine in the active bar.
We do have the option of just failing to get 10 and not opening it.
How do I connect this again? It's like this.
I hear ship. I hear ship. There's a ship. And it's dead.
Yes, but
I hope those soldiers were corrupted.
I mean, if not, they're holy now.
Damn it, that reminds me, you need to add a rim shot to the fucking soundboard for those moments.
So am I avoiding opening the relic? Yay or nay?
no.
I mean, if we do get it, Rose literally has it. She can just dupe the part.
Yeah, Grim can have mine.
Okay, fuck Scorp. I'm game.
Huh?
Scorp has a relic.
Oh, I saw 2 of you
No, the
d-
Scorp
no,
has
I
a
have
having
relic.
a relic. Okay, because I only saw 2 people with a relic selected.
I'm trying to get my Xbox controller to connect to my computer. But I don't know where the dongle is. So I'm trying to do it without the dongle.
How old is it?
It's not that old.
Because I have it within the last few years, and I think even the one that came with my Series X, that had a USB-C port.
Trying to do it without the
This
dongle.
one's
Story
got
of every single woman.
This has got a micro HDMI on it.
Oh, that must be oldish.
I've had it
Yeah.
for a little while.
Ever since, shit, the Elite 2 came out.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone since then's been C.
Yeah, I know Series X. That was 2019. Yeah, because I had it before COVID happened. Well, yeah, Series X came
Oh,
out,
hang
and
on.
the standard controller came with
Current gen or USB-C. I just checked the controller. So
Yeah, mine's
Rose got an old one.
definitely- Yeah, mine's definitely not current gen.
That's okay.
It's wireless, but I'm not sure if I can connect it to my PC
Oh,
without
yeah, that's right.
the dongle.
Alright, I need to move around and kill some shit. Otherwise it'll say I was inactive. While trying to take fucking pills.
Do with this? Huh?
You know, that also reminds me, it only slightly, just because of the pills, and that reminded me of Left 4 Dead. I need to add the Left 4 Dead There's a Boomer here.
Indeed. I mean, you'll only ever fucking end up using it on me, so.
Only time I hang out with Shag.
Well, that's true. When's he on anymore?
He's on Destiny. He was talking with Jokes the other day about getting back together for a little bit.
Okay. Ship. Where's Ship? I saw a shadow. Don't fucking tease me, bro.
Did you just see Rose?
No, I saw a shadow. Not a rose.
Sevagoth Shadow.
Bigger than Sevagoth, homie.
Fair enough.
And this was a shadow on the ground, like, you know.
Well, I
Shadow.
think Rose's effects were black, so... Oh, actually, because you went Black Energy, Rose, you should make your colors like you're in the Necromancy school.
1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Ship!
I got a number somewhere in there.
There were numbers.
Numbers.
That's
right
because
there.
my turret doesn't have laser mode.
I summoned
I
the
didn't
definition
bring
of
my new
accuracy
core.
by volume.
No, I'm just sending corrosive fart clouds now.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for that to get out of here.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Smoking
Yes.
them out then.
Say again, Grim?
You're smoking them out then.
Yes. Oh man, I want a cigar. Meh.
The torrid reminds me of.
What's up?
The torrid reminds me of the fart gun from Despicable Me.
Oh yeah.
No, I said dart gun, not fart gun.
Oh. Fuck you. Anybody need a barrel?
Forma. Rose, Forma.
I want
Okay.
to give Google Forma.
It's okay, you can get your Forma.
She changed her mind mid-statement. I wanted to give Google the vote of Forma.
Forma. Rosie need Forma.
Bro, didn't you just get like 4,000 plat today?
Yeah.
Oh no, you got like you
Well-
can get the
2,200, I think.
2,200. Man, that's a lot of Forma.
I know, but I don't want to use it all on Forma yet. You know, I'm gonna.
I get you.
Swish, swish. Swish, swish, swish.
My work is having a carnival tomorrow.
Ooh.
Cool.
We're launching our United Way campaign. So they have like a bunch of fun events for trying to get people to volunteer, and one of them happens to be a legitimate carnival in the quad.
Hey, Scorp, why don't you show up? You're a good clown.
You know, Google, I know...
Sorry, bud.
I honestly
back.
feel like Google, you'd be the good
Come back,
person to be in the
Larry.
duct tank and just roast the shit out of people.
Oh, I've done it before. It's a blast.
This pillow.
Did Grim just say hello?
I was talking to Hazel who was eating your pillow.
No.
Pet owner Google over the mic.
Listen here, fucking shoe brush. Leave my pillow alone.
Is that your nickname?
She's
for
too small to
Hazel?
be a. She's too small to be a slipper right now, so she's a shoe brush. I told her if she acted up, I'd turn her into a shoe brush.
I think shoe brush. Well, I'm thinking of the full shoe brush. I was just about to say, it's like thinking of the ones that you rub your boot on to get muds off the bottom. I think they're bigger than slippers.
No, those are. They may be called shoe brushes, but I've never seen them called shoe brushes. A brush being something that you hold with a singular handle and move through manual
Well, I
manipulation.
imagine they would have a same sort of name. Because it's like this, you would see them a lot of like golf courses where it would just be like to get all the shit off of your shoes before you walk inside. Brushes the
Yeah.
sides and the bottoms in one swipe.
Google, you missed me being innocent last night.
Okay.
I have,
yeah, what was it that you asked?
no.
I asked what
Oh.
a gentleman's club was because I
Yeah.
thought it was some sort of like retiree, like luxury thing where like a bunch of old dudes get together and just kind of like vibe, play poker or something.
Rose,
That's not what a
never
gentleman's club
fucking
is.
change.
Never
Never fucking change. That would be that would be a lunch club. What you're describing would be a lunch club.
My first hint should have been the fact that it opens at 7 p.m. But I just thought it was like some retiree luxury place because there's a lot of retirees around here, and you know, I decided I should ask what it was before just suggesting that my dad go make friends at the gentleman's club.
Oh, dude, that would have been fucking hilarious. Oh, man.
She says that, we just all just go, excuse me?
I have never been more disappointed by somebody seeking knowledge than I am right now.
I don't want to
Because
have
this-
that conversation with
the
my father.
story from Rose. So I told my dad to go to a strip club. Would have been so much better than the story of her asking what a gentleman's club was. Oh, I feel robbed. It's okay though. It's okay. So who explained the titty bar to Rose?
Me.
Aww. Now, I've never attended one for a reason, but I hear they have great food, or at least, you know, decent food.
Just because the conversation was reminding me
Sorry,
of...
what place has great food?
Strip clubs.
Oh, no, they do not.
Where you've been to a strip club?
I think he's making a different sort of joke.
I've been to several, Rose.
Oh. Okay.
My 21st birthday. My 22nd
Oh, I think you
birthday.
told me. Didn't your parents take you there for your 21st birthday?
No, my best friend.
Oh, okay.
Well, not really my best friend, my best boss friend. Someone I
Uh-huh.
used to work for.
Man, he really thought you needed to get some pussy, didn't he?
That's a different kind of gentleman's club.
Yeah, Rose, that is...
That is
That's
what
called
we
a
call...
brothel.
There's
Yeah, there we
different
go.
kinds?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
A
Well,
gentleman's
I'm
club
learning-
is
I'm
more
learning all-
high-end.
I'm
A gen-
learning all sorts of stuff.
A gentleman's club is typically more high-end, where you can't find prostitution.
yeah, strip
Right.
clubs and gentlemen's clubs are generally look, don't touch.
Think more... Well, I wouldn't say that about strip clubs. Strip clubs are kind of a toss-up.
I mean, that's generally a rule, but not always.
Well- Outside of everywhere except for one county in the entire United States, look, don't touch is the rule. It's the law.
Okay, so there's the gentleman's club, which is like
Yeah, it's
high-end, pretty ladies.
like sugar babies that don't fuck on date, right?
Okay.
They're supposed to look really good. They make a lot of fucking money. These are the people that'll clear 6 figures in a couple weeks, right?
Okay.
Strip clubs are kind of hit or miss.
They're like in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you've got brothels.
No, brothels, again, fuck you. Only one county in all of the United States is allowed to operate brothels legally. And that's one of the counties, I want to say, in Nevada.
Would
Can't
have been
remember
surprised
which
it was
one.
just Vegas.
No, it's not.
Oh,
That was my last Sevagoth.
Well, I'm learning all sorts of things about all sorts of things that I'll probably forget about because it's not what the small does.
The brothel that everybody, quote unquote, knows about that's like popularized is the Bunny Ranch. Wherever
Oh,
that
wow.
resides,
Wow.
that's where
Okay.
it's legal.
Yep.
I've never heard of such a place.
So 6 out of the 17 counties in Nevada are the last 6 places in
They
the
expanded?
U.S. No, where brothels were legal shrunk. You used to have brothels in Florida, Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky.
Then I'm
now
not
it's
sure what
only
I'm
Nevada.
confusing my shit with because I thought it was one county in Nevada. That's why I said if they expanded 6 counties in Nevada, I can see why they would do it. Purely from like
No, it
the
used to be
same.
like 9 or 10.
Okay. I could see why they do it for like the same sort of reasoning behind legalization of weed tax revenue. All right, Sevagoth. I've got 4 mesos and 2 liths.
I've got mesos and lit. I can.
So is there a good meso option?
Good question.
Ordis wonders, why is he here? Ordis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
Meso. We got mobile defense.
Okay, hang on.
For Lith, we have spy and rescue. Or we could do
On Steel
we
Path,
could do an
there's
Omnia
rescue.
Fisher and try both Lith and Meso.
I'm all right with it. Steel Path
There-
relics aren't much better.
Have you ever heard of a red light district before, Rose?
Only when James talks about Demon Slayer.
Well,
Okay.
That's a good.
think Prostitution Row in Amsterdam.
Eh?
I don't think she'd know what that is.
U2's is making a Biotitan?
I guess so, yeah.
Cute.
Oh, Rhode Island used to have brothels until 2009.
Interesting.
We're doing the Meso Sevagoth part, yeah?
It doesn't really matter, it's an Omnia, but
I'm
I
saying
have
so
a
we don't
Meso
have
in right
multiple
now.
Sevagoth parts drop at once.
I'm doing Meso, yes.
And I'm
Okay.
doing Meso.
Then I won't pull my liths.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Where's Hunter Munitions? Here it is.
I
Yeah,
am in
real
the middle of a thunderstorm right now, so I'm gonna be cutting in and out.
Okay.
Well, that's unexpected. From what I understood from that game, Black Myth Wukong, it was going to be another Souls-like game. And look at my YouTube feed, and 20 minutes ago, Charlie put out a video saying Black Myth Wukong is easy at over an hour long.
Damn.
Which
No
makes me
wonder why
think
it
that was a
already lost
letdown.
12 million players.
I have a
million
feeling that bit about the devs restricting their right to disable anyone or copyright strike anyone streaming the game that they don't agree with political views on.
Wait, what the fuck did I miss?
Yeah, that is legitimately a thing in their licensing agreement, that anyone who streams or makes content for that game, if they discuss something of a topic, whether it be political or otherwise, something that the devs don't like, which keep in mind the devs are Chinese, if I recall. Yeah,
Which game?
Black
First
Myth
Casino?
Wukong,
Okay, I heard Wukong and thought you were talking about
Warframe. No.
Warframe.
Yeah, no, that game Black Myth Wukong, it literally, if you discuss anything on stream or in content that devs don't like, they can restrict the right to copyright strike the video.
Is it a free game?
Nope.
Damn. Do you know anybody who's streaming it that would like a Google to visit their stream?
No, that is one that the entire time it was being discussed, I gave less than 2 shits about.
I would love to. I would love to pop in and fucking shit all over the CCP.
I can have little murderous children.
Which,
Yes,
if you
you
want to
can.
see
That's
a
called
funny thing,
reproduction.
though, it was very much a game based on Chinese mythology, if I recall. At some point, a Gamer Rant review came about, and one of the negatives was the fact that it wasn't inclusive. There wasn't a lot of diversity.
I
Black
fucking wonder
Samurai
why.
with
What's up, Grim?
Assassin's Creed. That got them fucking canceled by Japan.
Yeah.
They deserved it, honestly. Japan is very protective of their history.
It was funny
A
when
lot of-
They
A lot of
commented
Asian
on a
cultures
post
are.
about
They should be.
I commented
going
on a
on
post
with
about
Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Literally, I just typed in a comment. It was like Assassin's Creed gone woke, so I don't expect that to really be back, air quotes. And there's a ton of people like, how did it go woke? And I literally just described it. Basically, it's like they took a black historical character, raised him to a position he was not a part of, and made him gay.
Yeah.
Because that is the gist of what they did with that character. And everyone was like, so they gave a black person power and you don't like it. It's like, no, they literally butchered a historical character.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying his story was the best,
Oh,
but it could have
actu-
made for a good one.
an update
With-
on that actually. They took aspects of some British guy's life as a samurai in Japan because crap, what was his name?
Was it the guy that inspired the last Samurai movie?
William Adams.
Stalker's after me.
They took
Here, I'll
aspects
kill
of
him.
William Adams' life and gave them to Yasuke and everything. That's what Thomas Lockley did. So he stole history from another person and gave it to Yasuke.
Oh, he was right here. Hang on. Where'd he go?
Out of Samurai. Have any of you guys watched the series Shogun?
No.
My dad has tried multiple
Sure.
times. He just watches the first episode, but then keeps forgetting what was in the first episode, so he just watches it over again.
That is not a good endorsement.
Well, no, he just watches one episode because it's like an hour-long thing, or even longer. And then he gets tired, he goes to bed, and then when he remembers to watch it, he just forgot. Because more than likely he fell asleep because he's a fucking dad.
E for
Hour
gore.
long and it's all in Japanese.
What, Grim?
It's an hour long and it's all in Japanese.
Okay.
But the story is actually really interesting and it is pretty accurate to the books.
It was kind of funny hearing in a podcast that I think at this point is like 5-6 years oldish from the time it was recorded. It was discussing JonTron and that air quotes radical opinion he had, which at
Which
a basis doesn't sound too
Oh.
wrong. Where it was talking about how in Japan, there is lots of Japanese people. If you go to Australia, there is obviously lots of Australian people. So
Yep.
why is it wrong to think if you go to America, why you think there should be lots of white people, white American people?
Yeah.
Like, you kind of looked at that perspective where it's like, should we not be, or should we be wrong for wanting that, kind of? Just because if...
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's not... I mean, that's taken loosely out of context of what I remember from the conversation, but it kind of made sense in the large perspective of things. But also very vague perspective.
So, name, if you can, name another race aside from Caucasian, white, whatever you want to call it, people of the paler variety. Name another race that is not allowed their own ethno-state.
Swedish.
Fucking bullshit. All right,
Well-
defend your position. Like,
So that was
the-
honestly just a gut reaction.
okay. Allowing migration and people to come in. There it is. All right, so now I'm moving to Lith. I will be popping the Liths now. Allowing migrants and immigration and all that fun stuff, I would say, is not going against the ethno-state comment or plan or anything like that, because Sweden has a very tight control on how many they let in. And more specifically, I think they realized how badly they fucked up when Malmo became a black site and Sweden literally led the world in grenade crime. Which, yeah, they seem to have started to get shit under control since that point, which can't say I blame them. Grenades are bad, okay? But Sweden for the Swedes. I see that or hear and see that shit frequently. China is a bastion of Asians. I don't know if you've ever been to South Korea,
No.
but if you think if you think there is racism in America, be not Korean appearing and go to South Korea. Japan is better, I would say, but because they still have a wholehearted belief and honor and respect, specifically to strangers. Now, those that don't hold to that standard of belief or being, or however you want to phrase it, they don't hold those same values of respect. You will notice similar things to South Korea and to China. You go to the Middle East, dude, give me a break, okay?
Oh yeah, no.
You go to Africa, and it's a bit hit or miss. However, I would like to point out South Africa being a good example. Now, apartheid in the 80s, yep, very bad. Apartheid bad. Just as bad as grenade crime, okay? But you have white settlers, or that's what they're being called, white settlers in South Africa, whose lineage goes back before the Dutch settlers in the 1600s, right? These are long established people who've been here. And the argument comes up, well, you're not black, you're not South African, you have to leave. I've got a friend named Wes who was born in South Africa, looks like me, looks like you, and his family had to flee. And there are some documentaries going around regarding what has been happening to white farmers in South Africa for the last more than a decade. And the government that at one point was voted in literally running around singing songs, shoot, kill the Boer, B-O-E-R, slang term for whitey. Kill whitey!
And
And
hearing that, just because mentally, every time I hear, or I know movies are movies, but every time I recall hearing of a character that was labeled as South African, they're almost always white-skinned.
yeah. Well, specifically with the farmers in South Africa, okay, or any white landowner in South Africa, the police force has fallen. The military has more or less fallen. The only security you have in the country
Private security.
is private security, yes. And they can only do so much. Now, groups that run around calling themselves native South Africans and rightful owners of this, that, and the next thing, all their rhetoric, whatever they call themselves, have ran around and committed some of the most heinous killings I have ever even fucking heard of. Like boiling children alive in bathtubs to the point where their skin is stuck to the inside of the tub.
Jesus.
Yes. And that is well past death. So South Africa is kind of a toss-up at the moment, but the black population, I don't know what to fucking call them because they're all South Africans, but you don't call them African Americans because they're not fucking American.
Africans?
But, well, the South Africans are also African.
Mm.
Like, these, for, you know, argument's sake or for explanation's sake, the white South Africans whose family's been there for 400, 500, 700 years are just as South African, in my opinion, as the black South Africans that have been there for 400, 500, 700 years. You know?
Yeah.
If you can trace your lineage back more than a couple generations and you have made a point to fucking integrate and into whatever place you're at, I count you. Like, there are Mexican immigrants and families of Mexican immigrants here in my part of Southern Ohio that have been here for a few generations, and dude, they're just as American as anybody in here. They've done the integration. They take active roles in the community. Like, I'm not saying that any immigrant is a bad immigrant or anything along those lines. However, there is a difference between people who wish to come to any country and form a conclave of folks that speak how they speak, look how they look, believe what they believe, and refuse to integrate. And people who, I think it was FDR, said, we want all the immigration in the world, but you are going to integrate. You are going to... Sevagoth, fuck yeah, 2 for 2, Hoss. We're out. You will integrate, you'll learn the language, you will not be an African, you will not be a European, you will not be a Mexican, you will be an American. That sort of shit, I got no problem with. Not one bit. So if you have made a point to become part of the culture and add your culture to ours, hey, I'm cool. I fucking count you. But there are people who will believe, regardless of your country of origin, if you do not look like me, you do not belong near me. On both sides. So I don't know what to call the black South Africans and the white South Africans other than black South Africans and white South Africans. No idea. So I don't have a politically correct term for them. But you go to different parts of Africa that are developed. So this is not the warlords areas, right? These are developed locations, developed countries. And you will find very similar treatment to what you can find in Korea. I don't know of too many developed countries that you would not find, sorry guys, I got lost, that you would not find horrible treatment if you do not match the ethnic fucking majority. Except for Europe and the United States and a couple fucking places in Canada.
I think everyone
well,
hates
to
the
be
French
fair,
Canadians.
Yeah, and to be fair, a couple places in Canada, 95% of Canada lives near New York. So a couple of places in Canada, you know, if I'm being fair, is practically all their population. And Scorp is right. The French Canadians hate people who are not French Canadians. The non-French Canadians, the English-speaking Canadians, cannot stand the French Canadians. I don't fucking get it. I don't want to get it. I don't need to get it. I'm not up there anymore. It's not for me. I'm cool. But so the point, Squirt, behind asking like what race aside from Caucasian are not allowed to have their ethno state specifically wasn't like a gotcha or anything. I'm hoping that someday I ask that question and somebody knows one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I agree with JonTron. If you go to Australia, you expect to see Australians. You go to China, you expect to see Chinese people. You go to America, why do you not expect to see Americans? You go to Germany, why don't you expect to see Germans? You go to Bolivia, you're going to see Bolivians, right? If I go back to Afghanistan, I'm going to see Afghanis. I might run into that one white motherfucker with red hair that I swear is CIA. But chances are he's not going to be there, and it's a big fucking country. So what are the odds I run into him? But you go to these places, you expect to see a cross-section of the demographics for that country. I don't think there's anything wrong with what JonTron asked, personally. Now, if this was a more politically correct requiring party, yeah, I could see it being a problem. But I disagree with Larold on shit. Grim disagrees with me on shit. Not so much Scorp, and Rose has, in certain areas, more extreme views than I do. Or extreme, air quotes. By the way, are we going to go farm Axes? Rose?
Stand by, Google.
Okay. It's just, well, of the five of us, there are disagreements across all of us from time to time based on political or cultural or religious standpoints. The five of us can at least talk to each other.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to fight about it. Like me calling bullshit on Sweden was about as heated as it's gonna fucking get. You know?
Man, fuck Sweden.
Fuck Sweden. Yeah. So, I mean, have you seen some of their? Never mind. There's significant others in the party. I must behave. But yeah, fuck Sweden. No. Dude, have you seen someone come out of Sweden?
I don't know what's going on with Sweden right now. I was just saying fuck Sweden because fuck Sweden.
Well, I said
Sweden,
fuck
not
Sweden in
Sweden.
agreement, and then I thought about what I said, and I was like, oh yeah, there's some hot motherfuckers that come out of Sweden on both sides of the coin, you know?
I have returned. Sorry.
Anyways,
No worries.
Stellar Blade is going to be released on Steam.
Is it
What is
the
Stellar
nerfed
Blade?
version?
Sorry, what, Rose?
Is it the nerfed version? Or do we get ass? Do we get ass?
I
and
think we
tits?
get ass
Oh, perfect.
and tits.
Oh, perfect.
Hot, hot.
Ass and titties, ass and titties.
You know, some of the shit. Oh, goodness.
You know, I was just scrolling through my feed and I saw something that was kind of relevant because it was a video of a beaver and how beavers have a tendency as they're chewing trees and they get close to falling, how they'll take a bite out but then stop and listen and pause, where it's very similar anytime I talk with Google about a topic like that or a debate topic, where it'd be say something, casually listen, and wait.
That's usually what I do.
It was funny the other day, I think it was from the other sub podcast again, hearing where the origins of the Molotov cocktail was.
Oh, that's a good one.
What
Sorry.
are the origins of
Which, in short,
License
I
bottle?
forget the exacts, but roughly Russian delegate was it Poland? Finland?
Oh,
Finland.
Yes.
Finland.
Oh my god.
Russian delegate was in Finland, while I forget if it was Russian or Nazi forces that were in Finland during the early days. Yeah, Russians in World War II that were in Finland at the time. Right, because this was during the time that Russia and Nazi Germany were working together and they were splitting Europe bit by bit. And Russians were in Finland, and at the time there was a Russian delegate named Molotov, insert rest of Russian name, which at the time they were actually fighting against the Russians, which, keep in mind, this was early Russian tank development, and Russian tank development in general was shit. Literally, they were taking what would be later known as Molotov cocktails and using them to burn tank treads. Because at the time it was made of...
The Finns were.
Oh, was it the Finns?
You want me to cover it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Russia was dropping bombs in Finland, and they stood by and said, no, we're dropping food. The Finns need food. We're helping the Finnish. And then the Finnish government and paramilitary inside Finland figured out how to melt Russian tank treads using what we now know as Molotov cocktails. The name is funny because the Russian diplomat who said, we're dropping food, his last name was Molotov. So they took his name as the namesake for the petrol, alcohol, explosive devices, incendiary devices they were using to melt the shitty tracks on Russian tanks. So you're giving us food and rations. We're just, sharing a Molotov cocktail with you.
Lovely.
Yeah. And it wasn't like they were killing Finns the way Palestinians got fucking crated recently, a few months ago. Like running out trying to catch a pallet of rations on a parachute and not realizing that's several thousand pounds coming at fuck
were
speed.
people getting fucking care packaged in Call of Duty in real life?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Minimum one. I say minimum because I have seen the video, and I don't know if it's happened more than once. But yes, somebody got care packaged in real life. And that's not what was happening. That's not what the Russians were doing to the Finns. They were actually dropping ordnance, claiming, oh, we're dropping food. They need it. All right, well, we're just having a drink with you. That's where the Molotov cocktail came from.
Interesting.
Rose, are we doing the Axie disruption?
We are not, because the small has to go to bed. But you guys
Okay.
can.
What time is it?
You
9:19.
guys wanna
will-
hear PC Gamer's latest headline for Batman?
I will
I'll take it.
I'll hear the
Okay.
headline, but then
Do it.
elaborate later because I need to go down and grab some food real quick.
Watch
And
a
then-
latex-clad billionaire punch out poor people in the debut gameplay trailer for Batman Arkham Shadow.
Fuck yeah, where do I find it?
BRB.
Come on, dude. It's a fucking video game trailer.
And he attacks criminals.
Yeah.
But PC Gamer has gone off the deep end.
The framing on shit is beyond wild. I don't know what to fucking do with people anymore.
Alrighty, well, I must go to bed.
I blame the Middle
unfortunately.
East.
Rose, good night. Thank you for hanging out. I'm glad we got a couple parts.
Yeah, and we can hold on, my train of thought. I need to I hope you guys get the relics you need, and I hope you get many good things.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
Good night,
night.
Rose.
All right, so I can make his neuroptics now, but I need a couple of argon crystals to make the system, so I think I'll just wait. Yeah. Okie dokie, Smokey.
The Lotus has a flip phone? Seriously?
Yeah, the 1999 thing.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
I have not done the new stuff that came out today. The Lotus Eaters. Investigate the sound.
That's what I'm doing. My nugget! Hi!
Anyone else picking up weird signal shapes floating? keen to hear from any listeners with info.
Returns.
Hello, returns.
While we have Larry, because I know he's up in the topic, Google, did you hear about the Acolyte?
Canceled after one season. Yep.
Correct.
Fuck that shit, man.
And it's
And
having a almost equal, how do I say this, response from the creators as the Borderlands series. Or the Borderlands movie.
You know, I heard that the Borderlands movie bombed, but I don't know anything about their the creators' response.
They are having meltdowns. They were not happy it flopped, even though I'm pretty sure the mass general opinion when they saw the first trailer was, this looks like it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
And it's also funny, at the few reviews I've heard, one of the early major criticisms was, of course, the casting. And almost everyone's first topic was the casting. Post view, that is.
I'm torn. I really am. Because, like, I wanted it to do well. I like Borderlands as much as anybody.
Oh,
I
same.
loved those games, you know? But, man,
I feel like nowadays, though, it might have the adverse effect that Deadpool and Wolverine had. Because quite literally, as a chain reaction, Deadpool made so much money, and as because of it, and these, I would say back to basics, but the more traditional superhero movie, as much as it can be for a Deadpool movie, allegedly caused a lot of Disney writers to get fired because they were tired of woke propaganda films. They would just rather have superhero films again.
oh, shucks, you don't say. The shit that makes money, they want to make money?
Yeah.
Huh. You don't say.
Which, of course, the equal reaction from the Acolyte after it was the first canceled was everyone saying people are just racist.
Of course.
Not that there was dozens and dozens and dozens of reviews saying this series is god-awful.
Yeah. Am I out of touch? No, it must be the children. I mean, fuck. Come on now.
It's funny because I was looking through Facebook not too long ago and I saw something that said apparently the head writer or the creator of the series based some of the bits on personal trauma. So not only that, she was trauma dumping too.
How am I not surprised, my dude?
All right, what next, Google?
I have no idea. The Disruption Farm is a bit of a pain in the ass.
It is.
With, like, I can hang and I can do it with Gara because I've got Gloom on her. I can, but Like it's a bit of a bitch. Not gonna lie.
Because we got both the common drops, yeah?
Yes, and I've exhausted my stuff above that.
Where do we seek the Neos?
You know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know.
Because I know Axes are mostly, or at least target farmed from the Disruption.
I know you can get relics from the Sanctuary Onslaughts, but I don't know. And I know they come upgraded too if you go far enough, but I don't really know how much.
Well, here, if you want to sidestep, the Prime Systems for Sevagoth needs Argon Crystals, so you want to go collect that real quick?
We can go do a survival thingy for it, yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna hop off so I can go get ready for bed.
Okay, Grim, thank you for coming by,
No
hanging
idea.
out with us and stuff.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Let's see, which mission type did you say, Google? Survival? Mod,
Oh,
yeah?
I meant, yeah, it doesn't have to be survival. I just meant anything in the void. You may want to consider making it friends. Oh, here, I'll make it friends only because it's me apparently.
Your job is to distract the enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much-needed supplies. Make your presence known.
Right. Wrong game, wrong input.
They have just
I walked up to the alarm and jumped because I forgot that it's not A for this one.
Yep, yep. All right, if you find it, mark it and hang out. Man, there's all sorts of shit being left behind.
prepare for life support.
All right, I've cleared every droppable in there. I'm not doing shit for killing. I'm just moving around on the map and
Yeah,
oh,
I'm just slicing as I find them.
I've monitored a life support package.
I'm just hitting the droppable things that I can see on the mini map. It's below me. Oh, it is below me.
Nope, got one.
Life support in
On my way.
Somewhere in the waypoint.
Yep. Got it.
Nice.
There's two.
Oh crap! Do you have a boost, drop booster on?
Yeah, buddy.
God damn it!
Don't worry, we'll clear the map. We'll look for another one.
available.
Oh, come to me, Vor.
How many times do you have to tell you this, old man?
I've got a marker down.
Oh, got another one. That
On
was
my
a
way.
natural spawn crystal.
Alright, let's post up and fucking wait for Vor so we can just melt his ass and grab his thing. Got the Argon. I'm in the same room where that was. Yep, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. Oh, another. Argon right here, I think? No, that's control module.
I just got another one. I wonder if it was a reward from killing Void or Vor.
It's Vor. Yeah, it should be. Oh, I've got a thing to mark 15 resources or mods.
Oh, did you see that bit I mentioned about people fucking up my lunch consistently for some reason?
No, what's up?
No, just the last 2 days. I got 2 different sandwiches. Both of them were. I wouldn't. The first one wasn't fucked up, but they definitely messed it up.
Just made their first discovery.
Hey, there's a Neo.
Good work.
So I went to. Do you have a Royal Farms by you?
Nope.
Okay, it's one of those gas stations that has an actual kitchen. Not like it just puts hot dogs on a grill. It's actually like put together shit.
Yep.
So I just went and I got a ham and cheese sub sandwich, which is literally just ham, provolone, and tomato. The simplest it could be. I didn't add anything but that. When I bite into
Yep.
it, it felt extra slimy, and they put mayo on it. Didn't ask for mayo.
Yeah.
So then today, I actually thought about it. There's a Popeyes that's not far, and I just remembered that they actually had updated it not too long, so it actually can do drive-through pre-orders that can also accrue points. So might as well, because points can just be free shit. And pre-orders for
Yep.
drive-through makes it easier, so you don't have to spend as much time in the drive-through. You don't have to worry about paying. You can just get your food and go.
Yeah. God forbid you spend an hour at fucking Popeyes.
These ones are actually run by Mexicans, so it's either somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, almost always. But I digress. So I had ordered actually something I saw on the front page. It was basically a bacon and cheese chicken sandwich. From the look of it, it was their usual chicken sandwich with mayo, pickles, and a chunk of chicken, except they added cheese and bacon to it. That sounded
All right.
interesting, but I'm not the biggest fan of pickles or mayo, so I basically just said, okay, can I have the bacon and cheese? Or I put in bacon and cheese, no mayo, no pickles. Sure enough, when
Yeah.
I opened the sandwich, there's
Mayo,
mayo,
pickles.
there's pickles, and there's no cheese and no bacon.
Motherfucker.
So I'm just looking at this like, God fucking damn it. Literally, I double checked the receipt and I was like, yeah, that fucking says no pickles, no mayo.
Did you
Argon.
take it back to them and be like, hey, what the hell?
No, because my lunch is short enough that actually going back and being what the fuck is an issue. But I did report it on the app, and I accidentally pressed the wrong button, so instead of saying I had wrong thing, I said I had missing thing by accident, so they gave me 600 free points, which must be enough for a free sandwich.
Woo! Well, I mean, technically it was missing thing. Missing the cheese and bacon.
No, that's the thing. The note was like missing or incorrect item. I meant to hit incorrect. Oh, challenge room. Whoops.
Do the challenge. Get a drift mod. Like you don't already fucking have them all. All right, so since we've got what four Argons, I'm gonna start headed towards the exfil, so that when 10 minutes comes, we're just good.
Yay, challenge room.
Ooh. Was there anything else on the lunch front? I don't want to cut you
Nah.
off and change the subject.
No, that was pretty much it. It's just I feel like I got bad juju because 2 days in a row I got fucked up sandwiches. I'm gonna really test the bad juju. I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A tomorrow, which, you know, Chick-fil-A, they are rarely ever wrong because they have like a 3-strike policy on wrong orders before they're fired.
Yes.
So I'm gonna officially test the water. If I get something, I'm again gonna get another chicken sandwich tomorrow. If there's something fucked up about it, then something is wrong with my cosmic equilibrium.
Well, then on day 4, you gotta try and get a different kind of sandwich or a different chicken. Find out if it's the chicken or if it's the sandwich or if it's you. We can make a whole fucking knockout list for this, like bracket the shit, like it. Well, and you know, the fucking fantasy football draft is coming up. we could have a fantasy sandwich or fantasy chicken draft.
Yeah, actually testing it. I'll go to Chick-fil-A tomorrow, and then I suppose I'll go to Wendy's Friday.
That'll work. But did you want to hear about the big nugget tonight?
Yeah, how'd you do?
She did not play.
Oh.
Which, dude, her first day was yesterday, so I'm not surprised. And I went out today, and on top of buying, you know, stuff that she needed for the uniform, like the spandex shorts and stuff for games, I bought a ball, and we practiced some in the backyard, trying to get her, you know, tuned up a little bit. And how our little practice started, yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay. How she did during warm-ups, also not surprised. Ooh, Aya. I'm so glad we didn't leave early. You know, I get it. And I got to meet the coaches tonight and talk to them. But they are planning on, they were going to try and get her in the next game, which was supposed to be like the 28th. Like, okay, cool. And they're confident that she's going to be able to play with the team by then. And then when we were looking at the calendar, they're like, oh shit, we have a game Monday. Okay, so not the next game, probably not the next game, because they're not having practice tomorrow. It's the first day of school. They normally do not have Friday practices because the school's really good about their, shit, I got 10 crystals. You got 5 then. The school's really good about, they want their athletes to support their other athletes because there's so fucking few of them. So typically they don't have Friday practice so that the kids can go to the football games, which I think is cool as shit. But yeah, she wanted me to take notes on her teammates so that she could effectively snipe out their weak points to take their spots. Is that my fucking kid or is that my fucking kid? So there's a couple that are scared of the fucking ball. One in particular that the entire time she was on the court, she seriously just spun around and watched the ball, never even moved her hands toward the ball.
What age group is this again?
They're all 13.
Okay.
They're 8th graders.
Hmm.
But it, yeah. So
I forget, is this school-based volleyball team or is this her own volleyball team like outside of school?
School-based.
Okay, so that explains it a little bit more.
Well, I mean, the whole team seems to have 13 kids, which is just fucking enough to have a full game for practice, 6 per side with 1 left over. Now, Big Nugget, I don't think she's ever really going to be a server, or at least no time soon,
Oh, hey, we
right?
got the Neo that's Sevagoth.
No fucking shit.
Yep, A13 is Sevagoth's Neo.
Void Relics.
Quick venture.
SEVA. Son of a bitch. Alright. Yeah, so Neo A13. Let me see what Neos we got. Neo capture, Neo mobility, Neo defense. You want to do a Neo defense? And we'll just do them back to back, or you want to do there's construction survival,
How
paintball,
much? How much?
or void flood. So like, how do you want to do it?
Well,
We've
I only got the
two
one.
relics for it. Yes, I have one. You have one.
If you wait for me, I can hop on and open some relic packs and see
Oh, we can
Alright.
do that.
if I get any relics.
But I mean, Google, what's the
I-
difference if we do it one and then the other? Or just the both of us at the same time?
2 chances.
Well, you get 2 chances
Like-
regardless.
But the two
it's
chances
just-
are played at the same
Yeah.
time.
You can get 2
Yes.
of them, is the difference. Is that you can roll it twice. So, like, think of it like rolling dice. If you roll 2 dice...
Oh,
and you
okay.
get a reward for every
I
6,
got you more on
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
We could have a spare part to give people.
I mean, yeah, it's no
Yeah.
biggie. If you wanted to...
Or sell.
Yeah, that's
if you're
true.
more opportunistic.
You know, on that note, I do need to start selling. I've dropped below 4,500 platinum.
That just can't... I mean, can't stand for that. Let me crack some...
No, I really can't. I get antsy anytime I'm under 5,000. It's like an itch. I can feel it.
Alright, so we got Sevagoth, we got the Sentinel, Nautilus, and what was the other thing?
Epitaph. His weapon.
Epitaph.
Epitaph,
right.
yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's all the relic packs I can open. Now time to see what I got.
And I
let's
have got to get off at a decent time tonight because tomorrow's the first day of school. I cannot sleep through an alarm.
I got 4 Sevagoth relics, 2 Lith, 2 Axie.
Ooh, you got the good ones.
Yeah, the Axes look a good one. We've each got a Neo to pop. And we got the parts from the Meso and the Lith earlier.
Okay. Let me check if I got any.
I know
Epitaph
Grendel was
relics.
just an odd case, and I know it's not always a thing, but because Grendel's drops, there was 2 golds. I was just expecting every, like, new prime to be 2 golds. A rare and a common.
No, it doesn't always work that way. Let's see. Epitaph, I got 1 Neo and 3 of the Lith, and Nautilus, I got 1 Lith, 1 Neo.
I don't even remember what I got for Nautilus and Epitaph. I think I've got a handful together.
I mean, it's 1 attempt at the Nautilus rare. I think I got 2 attempts at the Sevagoth rare. So
Yeah.
not bad.
SAG-AFTRA is apparently going after people who won't join their union.
What?
That's not how that works.
Yeah,
Who is?
SAG-AFTRA, the people that held
Oh,
big
yeah.
old
Yeah, the
Screenwriters and
actors.
Yeah, guild.
they're attacking people who won't join their union, calling them lesser quality and shit like that.
You know,
I mean,
Is-
if they're
I mean, this
lesser
is-
quality than and they're not in a union, wouldn't the fucking pay scale just weed them out? This sounds like sour grapes to me.
oh, it definitely is, because this is the result of them trying to fucking strike in the video game industry, and like most video game VAs aren't part of the fucking
Yep.
Screenwriters and Actors Guild.
Exactly.
So their strike is completely ineffective because there's nothing like.
And they weren't
can just
able to
not-
push their agenda.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
hell,
it worked
And now
I
Steve
think about
Baby is
that
hated
for,
by all.
The
Like, it worked in
original has been
Hollywood.
Hotel Pilot. Like, literally the entire cast, which, keep in mind, this is a thing that was, like, the most inclusive thing in a long time that I can actually remember, and no one had a problem with it. Practically the entire original cast was recast, because none of them were in the Union.
Yep.
Yeah, that's because they have much more of a grip on Hollywood. Like, their
Yep.
like union is actually a major force in Hollywood because there's only like 3 or 4 major movie studios, and the majority of them have to like deal with them. However, in the video game industry, it's just like no one actually is a part of their fucking union.
Well, they're not screen
Well,
actors, and they're not writers.
It explains
would they?
why
I mean,
they're
voice
attacking.
actors. They are voice actors because it's just
It explains why the media is attacking
Frankly,
video games right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if most video game VAs that are actually part of them are because they have overlap with like movie VA work. Like,
Nolan North.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
could see that where it's like, well, yeah, and that might be the case. So it might be some people, but like it's not enough people. It's just gonna fucking. It's mostly just gonna go to the people who are not part of the fucking guild because that's kind of how that works. It's collective bargaining.
What another word for
Fucking
guild is?
bargaining.
You want to know
Well-
another word for guild?
I mean,
Clan.
Cult.
Cult.
technically,
There you go.
technically speaking, guilds are a very specific thing. They're not even really a guild. Like they don't really act like a guild at all because like guilds are a very specific like political economic thing that is very specific, mostly to the medieval period.
Yep, the old
They're
stonemason
kind of a
guilds.
weird- yeah, like they're kind of their own thing. They continue to call themselves a guild, but like they're not, and they're just a union. Like they don't really.
And
I
I'm
really
all
consider
for
it-
collective bargaining if your
I mean, yeah,
like, if your profession would allow for it. But when your collective bargaining goes from I want to make sure my guys are treated the best they could be to I don't want you to hire anybody that's not part of my fucking group. And if you
Yeah.
do, we're not going to let any of our group work with you. That's not that crosses the line from
You hear a chainsaw.
collective bargaining, in my opinion, to
That-
you controlling the jobs your guys can take.
It starts to sound a lot more like racketeering than collective
Yeah,
bargaining.
it
like-
feels
That's-
a little mobby. You know what I mean?
That's
just a
pretty
little.
much what that whole debacle was them racketeering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100% homie.
Reminded me of that bit in the Unsub podcast where they were talking about the Freemasons, and they were joking about how people see the Freemasons as a fucking Illuminati type where they control the world in the background.
That was a bit of a frustrating one for me to listen to. It was.
Because of the.
But just that
sheer
segment.
Fucking. I'm sure because of the sheer lack of historical knowledge.
Well, I've been
At
a
least that's
master
usually what gets
mason.
me.
I've been a master mason for over 14 years.
Mhm.
I've been the master of my lodge. I've been a district officer. I've done state stuff. And in the U.S., there is no national Grand Lodge. Each state is the height of your jurisdiction. So the Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the state of Ohio, there's nothing in the United States higher than that. Just like insert starter, state of Maine, Kentucky, Iowa, Idaho, Florida, all of them are all on equal footing. There's nothing higher than any of us. Whereas over in the UK, for example, you've got the Grand Lodge of Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and Britain. But then you also have the United Grand Lodge of England, which is over all 4 of them, right? We don't have like a national thing like that. But to the shit they said, and part of it's right, part of it's wrong, but it's just frustrating to listen to the inaccuracies. And they weren't talking about historical context on it that I can recall, other than, back in the day, like we were just talking about guilds. Back in the day, it used to be something, it was frustrating. And it's equally as frustrating to me is the people who say, well, if you haven't been in for 50 fucking years or you don't have this numbered degree, like you don't know shit and secrets are kept from you. I'm like, dude, you really don't have much of an idea about this, do you? Like I can explain our degrees to you guys.
I feel like that's any time the media ever talks about anything that you
It is.
personally are knowledgeable about. Like, it doesn't matter
Well,
what it is, they will always
cars.
do a terrible. Yeah.
Cars, guns, computers, you name it, man.
Yep.
And like as far as masonry goes, each degree is a story to teach you a moral lesson. That's it. Some of them have plays that go along with it, allegories, but it's morality. Fuck's sake. Now I will say something, Scorp, in regards to what the unsub dude said. A lot of lodges, there is the stereotype that you spend longer arguing about who's going to bring cookout than actually doing anything. I've been to some that is the case. But I've also been to numerous others where if the lodge folds, the entire town folds. That is the central pillar of their entire community. So it kind of hit or miss, I suppose. I think Scorp is gone.
No, I'm here. I was just patiently listening.
You're good. Oh God, the media. Oh fuck. What was that shooting? What, I don't know if it was Las Vegas or since Las Vegas, that people lost their minds over the quote bullet button.
Eh?
And
I don't remember that.
all right, it's a special type of mag release that it's designed so you don't have your magazine drop out when you don't want it to. But because of that, it makes it slightly more difficult to drop the mag. It is nicknamed, slang termed bullet button because if you're having trouble, you can take the tip of a 5.56 and it'll push that button every time. You can use a bullet to push it without fail. But this is really only like a plinking thing or a range thing. If you're actively taking rounds and sending them back, you're not pulling a bullet out to fuck with your mag release. You're just hitting that thing with all the adrenaline you've got and it's dropping, right? But it came out in the media, oh my God, they hit the bullet button and it fires a million bazillion rounds per second and shit like that. Oh my God. All right, show of hands verbally. Who here is not familiar with a button called the forward assist?
The forward assist. It sounds familiar.
I know.
Okay. So if you're holding like a standard AR-15, like Diamondback Model 15 AR rifle. So if you're holding it and you have it shouldered, you're right-handed shooter, and you have your hand around the pistol grip and your index finger along, like not going into the trigger well, but just straight. If you pulled your thumb back to the side of the gun where your index finger is, your thumb would rest on a little button that sticks out at about a 25 to 30 degree angle above the trigger.
Yeah.
That is the forward assist. That is something that you push if your bolt got stuck. So your bolt gets stuck for a number of reasons. One, could be a misfire, could be a misfeed, could just be a dirty bitch of a gun. That happens a lot. Okay, if you're shooting, you're going to get carbon buildup. And when you go to send your bolt forward, sometimes it won't go all the way. You can smack that forward assist a few times and it'll push your bolt. There's little ledges on that side of the bolt carrier group that the end of that button will grab and push forward like 2 millimeters at a time. So you can get your bolt home, you can send the bolt in the battery so that you can effectively pull the trigger and it shouldn't explode due to not being in the correct lockup. Technically, you shouldn't be able to fire the gun if it's not in complete lockup. However, not all firing pins are created equal. Anyhow, that forward assist button, that's all it does. It is there to help move your bolt forward in the event that your bolt has seized. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
And it's pretty much on all AR as well, except for the like cool early Air Force ones prior to the Army getting their hands on them.
Oh yeah, you
And-
gotta fucking crayon shit for the army. As an army vet, let me tell you. Yeah, it's on pretty much like I can take a picture of mine real quick because I actually have a DB15. So let me hang on a second. Is there a serial number on this side? No. All right. Photo has been taken. I will put it in quiet corner in just a second. Larold, if you want to go pop over there.
Quiet corner, quiet corner. Quiet corner.
Quiet corner. Come on. Load. Send. Sending.
I'm kind of just looking through
Sent.
news right now. That thing.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yes, that thing with the little concentric circles on it. That's the forward assist.
Okay.
If you open
it's-
up the picture and make it big, you can see I have a red dot on top of mine. And in front of the forward assist, you see a little protrusion of metal that's kind of triangular shaped.
Yep.
That is there as a brass deflector. Brass being the shell casing that comes out after you fired a round. If
Yeah, I know that.
Your shell. Okay, cool. The bolt rides right there under that
Yeah.
forward assist.
For all of the wrong-handed people.
Correct.
All those wrong-handed
Correct.
people, they must suffer.
I mean, I'm an ambidextrous shooter. If I can do it, why the fuck can't lefties? But that's just my thought. But yeah, that's the forward assist. And the media was going on about that's the full auto button. I'm like, dude, do you know what the third hole is? Not talking about anal. Do you know what the third hole is? You know, like, come the fuck on. It just, yeah. That, oh, actually, you can see my mag release button on that side. It's just above and in front of the trigger. It looks like a little oval shape on that picture. You see how there's a little circle in the center of it?
Uh-huh.
The quote-unquote bullet button for the mag release. It changes
Uh-huh.
out that button so that that circle is actually fucking important and not there in design only. That's it. It's a small hole instead of a bigger button. And you got to depress it properly. If your thumb is a little squishy, you're going to have trouble with it. So people would keep like an Allen key.
back to back.
Absolutely. People would keep like an Allen key or a pick or something like that around. And if you didn't have any of that ready, you have a go-to whenever you're at the range because you just pull a fucking round out and you use it. Like, I've got a front sight post adjuster that is universal to almost every front sight post that can be adjusted, right? In the event that I don't fucking have that, I can use a nail. I don't mean a fingernail, I mean like a roofing nail, you know, for framing and shit. If you don't have your tool for your little bullet button, you can use a fucking bullet. Oh. What is going on? Oh, shit. Volleyball coach. Kids and I were in a car accident on the way home from the game. Cars totaled. We're resting. We'll be okay. There will be no practice tomorrow, Friday. We'll hit it hard with another game on Monday at Cedarville. More details to come.
No shit.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's so bad. I'm not going to respond to that because I just met you tonight, and that would be weird. Anyhow, yeah, that's the forward assist, and apparently that is just, oh my god, it's going to make a bajillion bullets. That's the full auto button, and every gun has one. And here's the thing, almost every like Vol said, almost every fucking AR platform has that button.
I mean,
So if you
also-
believe that's
also amusingly, some people call like not even close to true because some people call them the jam enhancer. Like,
oh fuck yeah, yeah. If you've stovepiped or double fed and you smack that, oh fuck you.
like push it in the wrong scenario, and it actually makes it worse. Like,
It does. It does. Oh my god. But if you think that is the thing that makes the scary black rifle that the military uses go to full auto, and then you see it on every fucking picture of an AR that you've ever looked at, you will think every one of these motherfuckers is capable of full auto. Not to mention, that it's a lot easier than that if you got a sturdy coat hanger and some fucking know-how. But that's a story for another time. But just, oh my God. Felonies with Google. What was it earlier? I was talking about we should blow up 3-letter agencies. Yeah. Woo! Don't worry, I'm already on a watch list. It's okay.
I mean, the hilarious thing of, any open bolt gun wants to be full auto, and you have to design it not to.
The open bolt was God's gift to full auto weapons. Changed my fucking mind.
Well, I mean, it was basically the first ones, essentially. Well, the first practical ones.
Absolutely.
I guess
Absolutely.
I hear wants to be full
there's
auto. I
probably
get
some
flashbacks to that 22 conversion kit for an AK.
So I've got some
That's
22s.
wants to be full auto in a different way.
Yes.
I don't know the initial source of it, and I wouldn't recommend it anyways, but the video that was testing this small bullet conversion for an AK several times had a full auto runaway.
Yes. And that is something the ATF will still put you in jail for, even though you don't have a full. It has failed in such a way that it gave you one. That's your ass. And people
Well,
shit on.
To be fair, this is the same agency that almost accidentally declared all shoelaces machine guns.
Yes.
And wanted to make Twisted Tea what's the word? Regulated weapon after the smack heard around the world.
I still like that meme. I do.
I mean, the shoelace thing isn't even a meme. It's just it's actually true.
Dude, belt loops are machine guns.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my God. We can't have bump stocks because it allows you to manipulate the trigger at a faster rate to simulate full auto firing. Fucking everybody wearing a pair of Wranglers, butthole just tightened. Come the fuck on, man. The ways to simulate a bump stock without having a bump stock, or simulate full auto fire without having full auto, it's innumerable. Are you gonna go to fucking Hobby Lobby and take all the ribbons out so I can't use a ribbon?
Safety pins ain't so safe anymore.
To be completely fair, if you have any sort of real time behind a rifle, you don't need that. My big nugget, a few years ago, I was talking to another adult in the house about shooting and whatnot and rapid fire with accuracy, and Big Nugget basically called bullshit. I'm like, okay, cool. Grab my MP5, which is 25 round magazine, went out in the backyard, dumped 25 rounds in under 4 seconds inside of about a 4-inch circle. It's not fucking hard, right? If you have time on a gun, you know your gun, you can do that shit. So riddle me this, Batman. Why the fuck do I need a bump stock or a shoelace or belt loop or fucking insert item here?
Convenience.
I would disagree because it is faster. It is absolutely faster firing. But if I can sling 25 rounds in your heart in 4 seconds, and you could sling 25 rounds around my torso in 3 seconds, I would rather have the accuracy. Personally.
Well, yeah, no, that's the point is convenience for making it shoot fast, not it being particularly good.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a crowd, like zombie, not people, not police, not rioters, zombies, but you don't have to take them out by the head. Anything that would kill a person could kill a zombie. If you got a crowd of them motherfuckers, oh yeah, I'm going to turn that about 45 degrees to the right, I'm going to hit that button, and we're just going to go. Absolutely. Or just for shits and giggles, mag dump into trash. Look what I could do.
Let's be honest. That's what the goal actually almost always is.
Yeah,
It's just
mag
more
dump.
convenient to achieve that.
Yes.
Boy,
It's the little ginge.
the little.
The mini ginge. The whingy ginge, if you will.
I am anything but
The
little.
Wingy Ginge, that's Silas's tavern.
I am anything but little. And Larry is most likely smaller than I.
Lerald is Mr. Ginge. Excuse me.
He's got you there, Silas. I am Mr. Ginge.
That is a fair argument.
I can
So
see.
the little is not necessarily to size, but like I have a little nugget. You
Plus,
know,
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, Silas, so there's that too.
it'd be hard not to be older than
I'm
Silas.
fairly certain Silas's youngest present.
I'm almost 25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
youngest
no.
present.
Yeah.
No.
Vol, shut up, man.
Vol, you're ruining it.
To be fair, I didn't know Vol's age.
This is why we can't have nice things in full auto Sears. Fucking Vol tells on people.
I mean,
Damn it,
not
Vol.
to the feds, though. Never to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Are you
talk-
still
look,
streaming, Scorpion?
Oh yeah, no, I never stopped. I don't care though.
Woo!
The motto "Never talk to the cops" always applies.
That's all right. I am confident they did not have enough time to get the warrant while this stream has been going, so I'm cool.
Plus, I also understand that Google knows exactly what is needed for, or exactly what to say and what not to say.
Very confident in that. Although I did brush up against that line earlier with the tannerite and fertilizer.
I don't think anyone was watching during that time, so.
Yeah,
mean,
it'll be okay.
Look, courts have repeatedly reaffirmed that bomb-making instructions are covered by the First Amendment.
You know, old boy's got a point. And nitrate-based fertilizers are illegal in the United States. So can't really get 500 pounds of ammonium nitrate 000 bags
Also, besides,
easily.
if they read the Constitution correct, the step after the instructions would also be protected. Just by a different amendment.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to manufacture your own arms as long as you're not dispersing them.
True.
You have to have a specific license to sell.
Yep.
Which is
Where's
why-
my looty?
50.
Fucking square bar steel and a power drill. Oh my god, what was that? Dude took a rifle into a gun shop to get some work done to it. Something was off with it. And I think he had like fucked up his star chamber somehow. I forget what it was. But the guys at the gun shop were the one he was talking to was starting to lose his shit because the rifle wasn't serialized. Like, no shit, it's not serialized. He's not there to sell it. He made it himself. What the fuck? Oh my god, that was fun to hear
It's one of
about.
those not illegal to own, only illegal to sell.
Exactly. Well, new guy, not really in the gun culture for that long. Definitely not up to speed on the laws and shit that are currently in place. So, you know, this is an unserialized gun. You know how that looks in the news and shit.
ATF vision intensifies.
Yeah.
And he called
I'm
the
gonna-
cops, didn't he?
Let me check messages real quick. Give me just a second. Yes, and the responding officer didn't even come in the store. The owner met the officer outside. Dude no longer works the fucking intake counter for gunsmithing. He's now somewhere else.
Reminds me of what happened. Was it at H&K when their social media rep wasn't very pro-gun.
Oh my god. You know, I didn't get rid of my MP5, but I thought about it. That one was a hard sell. Because, like, Scorpion, you have an idea of some of the funner things in my collection.
Of course.
MP5 with a can, stamped with H&K, double stamped with Walther. Like, that is like top 5. And oh, that was a bad run for that particular social media person. And serious,
Yeah, in
like,
case you all
what's the
don't
problem with gun
know,
bunnies?
the social media representative for H&K, one of the most well-known gun manufacturers, got into the usual Twitter argument about gun rights and why we shouldn't have as many, essentially.
And for those of you who don't know, H&K does not export to the United States.
Oh, no, they don't.
They refuse. So, like, I know a guy that, well, actually, a member of my lodge. He is a gunsmith. He's got an FFL, and he is allowed to create guns. He's got all the licensing for that. He's got 7 of the motherfuckers.
Whew.
I have seen them firsthand. He is the only other person I know that has an actual H&K stamped firearm, other than me. And I am surrounded by fucking the gun community. They are extremely hard to come by. And I got mine at a dreaded gun show where all the bad things live.
Because, you know, HK apparently hates money or something. I don't know.
Dude, if they sent the MP7 over here, you tell me they would not run out on production.
Oh, it would
Yeah, it is
sell
kinda-
out like hotcakes.
It is the weirdest thing of just like, what do you hate money? Like,
Every gangster's
doesn't
gonna
even make
drop
any
their
sense.
Draco for an MP7. Fucking overnight, man.
Getting flashbacks to that meme where God, I forget what it was a news interview outside of something where it was just walks over. Sir, can you tell us the situation? I have an MP7. Walks away.
Right. And I tell you what, man. I would be one of those people trying to be first in line to get theirs if they open it up. What's your EDC? MP7. No, really? No. Fucking really.
I know,
Oh my God.
I feel like all the Rainbow Six cosplay people would scramble for the MP7.
I don't, honest to God, I don't know too many people in the gun community that wouldn't. Except every manufacturer has a dedicated base of haters.
Oh yeah.
I don't think most of the haters would pick one up. I think the ones that are like, oh my God, AJK, they're so bad.
I mean, it's like the
just,
same thing with the car
you know,
community.
to be part of the group.
If a broad message, which I know they can now, but if suddenly, let's just pretend a few years after whatever movie the R34 Skyline actually made it big, because I know the second one was a big sight because of the intro, but
Fast
then there was
and Furious.
Yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious. Had the intro that had the R34 Skyline that was the classic idea, but further ones after that I feel like reinforced the nature of this car. But exactly, if suddenly, let's just say mid-2010s, it came out, they said, hey, guess what? Now we can actually import R34 Skylines directly from Japan. If you didn't get it, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Especially if the price was right.
Which I know they can now. There is more lenient import laws on them. Which, in case you are not of the car community, for a time the R34 Skyline was not allowed in the United States because it could put out massive fucking power for a civilian car, and was constantly
There's nothing that would be
outrunning
able to
cops.
catch it. Yeah.
It is
It's
all
like having
engine.
a 1000cc motorcycle, except safer. I don't even know that you can get the bodies here. Like, if you could get a completely gutted one.
Yeah, that massive license required, maybe.
Yeah, because then all you gotta do is put a fucking engine in it. And at that point, you could even make it better. Because you don't have to put the engine that's in it. You can put any engine that you can weld mounts into in it.
I actually
And
thought
that
about
opens up a whole lot of shit, especially if you use the back.
I
Like
actually
the old
thought about
Beetles.
that for a bit. I was thinking about my car, and it's like, what motor could I fit in my car? Just for thoughts. Because theoretically, anything vertically can fit. You just won't have a hood.
Technically, fit, yes. Legal to drive, no. You've got to have a certain percentage unimpeded view. So, like the old GTOs that had the big air intakes up there, they were pushing it.
It's funny thinking of all those rat rods that have a very small, like a wide horizontal, but a small vertical window.
Yes. See, now, to be honest, if I was going to build something that needed all the engine, I'd put the engine in the back. And I would more or less just put the hood scoop coming over the top of the fucking cabin. Very wide, very thin.
That
So,
was
like,
actually
small opening, and just fucking suck up everything as you're going. You'd have all the air for the fuel mix you needed.
See, let me bring it up, but that reminds me of a car. That sounds a lot like a car from the Furiosa movie that they came out with at the end. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. I'll screenshot it for you.
I don't think I've ever seen a Mad Max movie, even the old one.
I think we had this conversation not long ago.
Yeah, about the time Furiosa hit theaters, if memory serves.
See, is there a good profile shot of this thing?
Larold, I have taken care of the small speak translation.
Oh, no, I'm like falling asleep right now, man. I'm tired.
You're good. Matter of fact, it is 20 after 10. I need to fucking get off here and start getting ready for bed.
Same.
Tomorrow's the first day of school.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted my daily standing.
Godspeed, soldier.
Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. I will talk to y'all again soon. Scorp,
Mm-hmm.
have fun dealing with any potential ramifications of your stream.
Meh.